This lecture, we talked about how we are using Agentforce but not using LLM models. So to use LLM models, we need to give some prompts, and in Salesforce, to generate your prompt, you can use prompt builder. Okay, so in prompt builder, we will work on the prompt template. So let's start with creating a new prompt template. There are various options for us to create the prompt templates. So one of the powerful prompt template is flex prompt template. Okay, why I'm saying it is powerful? Because it allows you to create a prompt template using 5 different objects. Okay, so here you can see you can define up to 5 source for your flex template. Now these source can be your object, can be your data model object, or it can be just some free text. Okay, so let's start, and this time I want to generate a prompt template so that I can draft email for complaint. Okay, so whatever complaint is registered by the user with the help of agent, I am going to draft a mail based on that information. So let's see it how I'm going to do, and I'll give it a name, complaint, and as object, and then this one is as well. This one is for complaint. So I'm using one out of 5 sources. I'm using just one source. I'm giving it the name as complaint, and it is nothing but an S object. Okay, so let's go next, and then I see the UI where I can work on the template. So this is my prompt template workspace. In this area, I will write my prompt, and this is in the form of template. That means you can embed your resources. Okay. In this space, we are going to write in our natural language. Okay. And anything we need from the complaint object, we will embed that particular data. Okay. So I'll show you how I can do it. So I'll say you are a civilian and using various services provided by the government authority. But when you face any issues, then you register a complaint, and that complaint has to be sent to the respective department via email. Your work is to generate that email in a professional way so that it does not look rude but shows the actual concern. To generate the template, you can use the data from the complaint object. And what is the data available? So I can give the data as the subject. So subject will come based on whatever complaint it is. So complaint subject, right? So this is how I am embedding. So I'm not hard coding, I'm embedding it. Okay. So subject, and then I have description. So description also I can get from here. So description, and then what else you need? So subject, description, and area pin code is, maybe I can put the area pin code at the top. Area pin code is complaint pin code. So this becomes the area pin code. Okay. And then I have the status. So I can add the status as well. All right. So these are the details, and I have written everything in the native language. And this is the detail. Using this detail, I want this to generate email using these models, so I have different types of model, standard as well as custom models. These two options are there. As of now, I do not have any custom model created, so I only have the standard models, but I can generate my own custom model as well, right? So over here, following models are available. We are going to work on OpenAI GPT-4 Omni Mini. So this is the model we are going to use. Now, you can see in this template, I am making it very dynamic, right? So it is reusable. I will show you. Every time a complaint is registered, we can use the same template, okay? And it is dynamic in nature. And then finally, the grounding will be done. So for example, if my complaint is, let's say, complaint is CN 00002, in that case, let's say language is English, and I click on save and preview. Okay. Now it will generate the response saying that electricity fluctuation in the area pin code 243001. Dear this, that, and that. I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to bring your attention an issue. Since last night, I've encountered significant electrical fluctuations. So all these emails and everything is generated by the model. Now, if I change the model, let's say I change it to maybe I change it to GPT 3.5 Turbo, and then click on save and preview. So there is a minor changes observed in the response. So here you can see I have enabled the resolution. When resolution is enabled, the grounding is also seen. So here you can see that all the data is grounded now. Over here, area pin code is 243001. So pin code is grounded based on the complaint number, right? So based on the complaint record, the data is grounded. So this is called grounding of the data. So that is one thing we should remember, this that this is called grounding of the data. Okay, now I'm going to modify it a little further. Please note that this email is sent from the current user. So I'll give the current user first name. Okay, and there should not be any contact information to share for this user. So this is again I have added. Now let's go back to ChatGPT 4 Omni Mini and click on the save and preview. So you can see now that it says sincerely Abhishek, and this time it is not talking about any contact information. Further, I can say that the email is addressed to the block development authority team. Okay, so let's save and preview this. So it says, Dear Blog Development Authority team, I hope this message finds you well, and I am writing to you all this and that. All right. So now my template is ready. So what I'll do is I'll just activate this template. Okay. So this is activated. And now what I will do, I will go to the object manager and I'll open the complaint object. And in this complaint object, I'll go to flow triggers. I'll create a new flow. And this I would like to keep as when a record is created. That is when I want to perform an action, and I want to do it as after save flow. So this is good. And what I need to do is I want an action to be performed where I'll call a prompt template, and the name of the prompt template is draft email for complaint, draft email to send out to BDA. Okay, and I'm going to draft this for the complaint object or the record which is getting created, and then whatever comes from there as a response, I will keep it in a variable of type. So this would be the email for email to BDA, and this is of type text. Okay, and done, and that's it. This is done, and here I will send out the email. So let's say I'm sending the email, send email to blog development authority, and for now I'll include the body. So or I can just give it as uh, rich. Okay, let me give the body as the email to BDA and enable it for rich text formatted. Okay, and subject is complaint name. Okay, let's keep it dynamic, and we can use the line breaks, and recipient ID we need to include who would be the recipient, and so I can give my email for now. Okay, and I think that's it. We are good. So I'll save it. I'll give it a name, complaint after save, and that's it. I'll activate this. So the flow is active. What this flow is doing, it is getting the email from prompt template and then sending it out to the blog development authority. So for now I have given it as my personal email. So let's go to agent, click on this agent, and I say, hey, I want to register a complaint for pin code 560102. So it says that it can help me with that. All it needs is the subject and the description. So the subject is that there is a lot of deforestation going on in my area to build illegal colonies, and this is impacting the air quality and not good for future generations as well. Metro work is already ongoing, so it's making things worst. So I have just added something here and entered. I just say, so it has understood that my description is already in there. Okay, now it says that the complaint has been successfully registered, and this is my complaint number. So it goes, so if I go to this complaint object, I can see complaint number 005. Okay, and status is pending. This is the description, this is the subject, this is the pin code. Now the other thing I'm expecting is to receive the email. So let us check if the email is received or not. So this is the email I have received, that this is the complaint number, the subject, and all the required details. Okay, we can make it look better. Now I'll go back. If I go here and click on this recipient ID and make line break as true. So I'll create a new version. We're just trying to make it look a little better. That's it, nothing much. So I'll go back here. Let's clone this one and save. Let's see. So again, I have received the mail. This time it is complaint number 0006. This is the subject. This is the entire message. Okay, so we can make it look better. We can keep the subject at the subject level. So all that we can handle at the flow level, right? And when we will build our service agent, that time we will see the more practical usage of this. All right. So with this, we have understood what is prompt template and how we have used this prompt template, and we created a prompt template of type flex. There are other things which you can embed in your prompt template like flows, apex, and you can also, so just now we saw how I can call a prompt template from a flow. We will also see how you can call a prompt template by apex. So you can also append your current organization and current user information in the prompt template. So this is good, and you can change the model. You can create your custom model as well. With this understanding of prompt template, now we are in a shape to talk about Einstein trust layer, now we can understand what is Einstein trust layer.